Ball State Akron. We've got Ball State 19.5 point road favorites here, 57 being the total in this game. Ball State, kind of struggled early in the season, the first month, but they played better as of late. They had won 3 in a row. They do lose their last game against Miami, Ohio, 24-17 in that game to snap that 3-game losing streak. But you get a chance now to back them here in a bounce back type of spot. Akron, on the other hand, 45-10. They lost to the Buffalo Bulls in their last game. Just hasn't been that improvement that we've been looking for this Akron team. DeMarcus Irons was the quarterback in that game against Buffalo. His numbers aren't that bad, believe it or not. 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 65.5% completions. But again, in that Buffalo game, no touchdowns, 1 interception, and really struggled. 38% completions for him in that loss to the Buffalo Bulls. We know what we get from Ball State, a very, very dynamic, balanced offense. Drew Plitt at quarterback, Carson Steele running the football along with Will Jones, and then a very good receiving core. And a lot of their guys back from last year, Justin Hall, Johans Tyler, Jay-Sean Jackson. So this is a very, very explosive, good skill position talent here on this Ball State team. It's a lot of points to be laying here. You look at series history with these two teams. They haven't played in a few years, so there's not really a lot to go off. You look at defensive difference, though, between these two teams. You've got Akron giving up 449 yards per game, 7.2 yards per play. Ball State giving up 394.5 yards per game, 5.6 yards per play. And then you look at, the schedules. I think both teams have played some tough teams. Akron's played Auburn. Akron's played Ohio State. So they've played a couple of good teams. And Ball State, they played Penn State, and they played Army. They played some solid teams on their schedule as well. It's a lot of points to be laying here as home dogs this year. We've seen Akron lose by 17 against Ohio and then lose by 35 against Buffalo. So this home field really hasn't done anything for them. And then the Temple game, 6.5-point home dogs, they lose by 21. So it's just, I have not seen anything out of Akron in this home dog role that gets me excited about backing them. So it's one of those tough games where I probably could only look to lay in the points, but it is a lot of points to lay. Maybe Ball State's team total over can get there. That might be the best bet. That way you don't have to worry about laying the points. Team total for Ball State, 38.5. Hell, we just saw Akron give up 45 to Buffalo. I'll tell you this right now. Ball State's got a better passing game than Buffalo. So maybe Ball State over 38.5 team total might be a good look here. Conor, what do you think here? Ball State, Akron.
Yeah, we talk about teams. I mean, even though they're playing Akron, the Zips, who played a little bit decent, early on in the year, they're getting beat down, though. They're starting to just take it. 3 touchdowns with Ball State. I mean, you know what you're going to get. It seems early on in the year they started out slow, had those kind of bad losses, even though they played some good teams. They've come on with their offense. You talk about Plitt, Hall, Tyler. Those receivers you got are really good. I don't think Akron would be able to control them. I think the team total is a good look there. One thing with Akron and the total in this game, if they can score over 20 points, their games go over because they give up usually 45 or so, right around that range. If they only score 7, this game will stay under the total because there's been tons of games where they've lost 38-7 around that and only scored 7 points. So on the total, nothing there. And I just can't lay it with Ball State. Maybe look at the team total like you talked about. It'd be them or pass. I'm not going to take the points with Akron.